Hello, crafters. Okay, so many of you saw the craft show, stamp scrap art show video where I got this new Inky Antics stamp set and die, and it's supposed to be used with these reversible sequins, also known as Mermaid Sequins. So we're going to make a card today. The first thing I noticed is when I pulled the stamp out is it's pretty large, so it's not going to fit on your traditional A2 size card. So we're going to make a 5x7 card. So in order to do that, the first thing we're going to do is we have some Nina 110-pound cardstock. We're going to cut it down to 5x7 size. So that's going to be 7 inches length. We want 7 inches here, and then we want 10 inches on the width, so that when we score it, we have a 5x7 card. And then I have regular Nina Solar White, which I believe is 80 pound. We're going to cut this down to a 5x7 size as well for the top layer, because this is going to be kind of like a shaker card. So 5x7 on that. So we have our top layer and our card base. Now I'm going to score the card base so we have that ready to go. And then we always flip it over and score. You don't score. You score away, you smooth, or sorry, I can't speak today. You smooth away from your score line, okay? All right, so our card base is made up. Now, I think we have to go with the full-size Misty here. Let me grab that out. Stuck under the desk here. While I'm getting all the supplies, I had a special request to make this card for a special little girl. Her name is Abby. Abby is going to be turning 10. And so, Abby, you have someone that requested a special handmade card for you. So, Abby, if you're watching this, this card is going to be for you. You'll get to see it being made, and it will go out into the mail for you. So hopefully you'll get it by your birthday. Happy birthday. 10 double digits, a big number. I hope you get something cool for your birthday, like a Fitbit. That would be really cool. But continue watching so you can see how your card comes together. All right, so I'm going to use the full-size Misty here. We're going to put our 5x7 Nina Solar White in there. And we're going to put a couple magnets on it. So this way it doesn't go anywhere. And now we're going to take our large photopolymer stamp. And this one is the ice cream one. They have some other designs. There was a cupcake one. I think there was like a hot air balloon. And we're going to put that ice cream and puppy all right there together. I'm going to close our Misty door. And I'm going to use alcohol markers today to color, so we're going to use a special ink. This is the Finesse by Spectrum Noir alcohol proof dye ink. This is black ink, and we're going to stamp our image with that. This way, if we don't get a good, clean image the first time, because we're doing it on the Misty, we'll be able to stamp it again. And remember, we're going to be die cutting out the center here. So you don't really need to worry about that. I really want a good stamping down here on our little puppy, because we're going to be coloring him in. Now, it does come with the die set. It does come with a separate piece if you want to cut the dog out and color him or put him somewhere else. I'm going to leave it the way that it is. So we want the focal point to be this lovely birthday ice cream for our friend Abby. now we're going to get into some coloring. So we're going to put our Misty away. We're done with that. Again, I'm not great with coloring. We're going to do the best that we can here. I think I'm going to use some Spectrum Noir markers with this. I'm going to start with EB2, which is a light tan color. I'm going to do our whole ice cream cone in that color. Hey, Leah. Oh, that's not Leah, it's the dog. My little buddy Sachi. Leah just got done with dance class, so she is taking a quick shower. A little bit outside the lines here, so I'm going to get my clear blender. And we just clean that up, and the blender will take that right out of there. And we'll get back. We'll actually add a shadow in there, so it'll cover it up. All right, now we're going to go in a little bit darker color. This is called EB5. Oh, that's really dark. Not as dark as I wanted. Okay, so that's all right. We're going to go with it. We're going to follow the shape of the lines of the cone here. We're going to blend it out, so we'll be okay. There we go. Okay, we have GB8, which is a little bit lighter. We're going to color that in under the ice cream cone here. And again, I'm going to go back in with the EB2 and we're going to blend all of that out. Okay, so we have some of that blended. All right, so now we need to color our little puppy. I think we'll go in some grays for the puppy. This one is C3. That's like the perfect color for him. Okay, I'm going to go in with a little bit of, we need a dark gray here. Okay, C9. Just do his little nose, and I'll finish the nose off with the gel pen later on, but for right now we're just going to color that in with C9. Really dark gray, but it looks black. Okay, going to go back in with a little bit of C5, again giving him a little bit of shadowing. A little bit under his neck here, a little bit under his ears. A little bit under his arm, under his legs, just a little bit of shadows. Then we will go back in with the C3 and blend those shadows out. Just want to even our puppy out. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Some simple coloring there. I do have C0, which I'm just going to outline a little bit of the ice cream cone here. It's not a lot, it's a very light color, but what it will do is kind of give it a shadow, ground it out a little bit. Okay, so we have a little bit under puppy and around our ice cream. Okay, so that's enough for our coloring. It doesn't, you don't need to be really good at coloring. Just make it simple. And this is a special card for my new friend Abby, so I want to make sure that she gets to see the fun part of this card, and hopefully she'll enjoy it when she gets it in her 10-year-old little hands. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the die, and we just want the top of the ice cream, and these dies are already pre-cut, so you don't need to cut them apart. And we're just going to cut that out. So let's make our little sandwich in our Gemini. I got some fresh plates for our little Gemini because the other one was getting a little beat up. So we're going to put that on there. A little bit of purple tape, some low tack tape so that we don't rip anything. And it holds our die in place. I do like this new thinner size of purple tape. It's a little easier to handle than those big chunky ones. Okay, and then we're going to do our magnetic plate. And we're going to do our milky shim, and then our clean top plate. Now when I run this through the Gemini, I'm going to run it through upside down. So what that means is I'm going to run it cutting side up like this. Okay, let's see how this cut. Very carefully, we want to remove our tape and our dies. Okay, perfect. Now you can save the top of this ice cream for another product or another project. I keep that. I have a little die cutting cup that I just put my extras in. Okay, so now we're done with the stamp. We're done with the die cutting. Now is the fun part, which is assembly. Now, I'm going to cut this down a little bit because I would like to put pretty paper behind this. So I'm going to cut it down just about 1/4 on each side. So we will have a border all the way around. Do both sides here. So So just a smidgen off of each side. And then we'll put some kind of pretty colored paper behind the card there. All right, so now here is the fun part. We want to stamp a sentiment on here. So let's see. Do I have a cute happy birthday? Here's a cool one. Just very simply says birthday wishes. And I hope you wish for ice cream because it's an ice cream card. All right, so let me grab a small block. And you want to do all your stamping before you put this together, because if you start to assemble it, you won't be able to get your stamping on there because of the sequins. Pick a nice bright color here. Let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now is the fun part. We are going to put our bits behind here. Now, Abby, I know you're watching. So this is how the magic happens. Now, I am going to use some red tape. Red liner tape is super strong tape. It's something you want to use for a project like this. You don't want to just use regular adhesive. It's not going to hold it. So I'm going to do a piece across here. Okay, let me get it. Thinner red tape. Okay. Can never have enough red tape. Okay, here we go. A little overzealous with the tape here. I'm going to cut a little bit off the edges. Okay, there we go. We don't want any of that tape hanging over the edge. Okay, so then we want to carefully kind of do around our little ice cream cone here. Now, because we're not putting shaker bits in this card, we don't need to do any kind of acetate backing. You don't need to build up a wall like we would have to do with shaker bits. So this is a little bit easier to make a cool interactive card without adding all of that dimension to it. So now what we're going to do is we have all of our little sequins cut out here, right? So we're going to pull off our pieces here. Where's my pokey tool? I want to make sure that all of our red tape is stuck down before we pull the liner off. And you want to work in a clean environment. You don't want any dust and glitter and embossing powder around because that'll affect, you know, if it gets into your tape. And I just happen to have cleaned my desk today, so it is nice and clean. So I'm just going to do the top part, and I'm going to start from the top and work my way down carefully. So I want to make sure that I'm at the very top, and I stick that down, and it is very tight and very sticky. And then I'm going to carefully pull the fabric taut so that it goes all the way down and across. So now it is fully stuck down onto our red liner tape. Okay, now I want to make sure that all of the edges are down. There's nothing hanging over, so all of these bits, just kind of want to trim those off. Nice and tight. Okay, now we have to adhere this to our card, so that's why I have that piece down there. I'm going to put some more of this red tape across the top. And in the middle, right here. Okay, oh, before we do that, we need some beautiful accent paper. I'm sure we have some pretty paper to put behind here. Hold on one second. We need special paper for this special birthday card. Okay, back. I had to go to my secret stash of super cool paper to get this super cool paper, which is very special paper because it is holographic glitter paper. I mean, look at all of that sparkle. Fabulous. Okay, so we are going to, this is self-adhesive. This paper only comes out for very special people for very special occasions. All right, there we go. So this is self-adhesive. So it's cut down to 5 wide. I haven't cut the length yet because sometimes I put this on a little crooked, so I want to make sure that I put this on straight, hopefully. Wow, I got it on there straight, guys. Look at all of that sparkle and shine. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to cut this excess off. Okay, so now we have this super sparkly background. And now the fun part. We're going to remove this red tape liner. Okay, here we go. We're going to center this. And there we go. And we have our very first mermaid sequined birthday card. And all you do, Abby, when you get it is just flip those sequins over. So you can have rainbow holographic or you can have silver holographic, whatever you want to do there. How fun is that? So there you guys go. You guys have all been asking for this. Abby, have a very special happy birthday. Big 10. Enjoy your day. And for the rest of you guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, I appreciate your thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button down in the corner here and you'll get notifications every time I post a video. Once again, thanks for watching and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.